The universe isn't a one-time event, but a never-ending cycle of rebirth and renewal, unraveling the mysteries of cosmic birth and destruction that have been playing out for eternity. Imagine a cosmos that constantly resets itself, like a phoenix rising from its ashes, where each end is just a new beginning. In this journey, we'll explore the fascinating ideas behind the cyclical nature of space, the theories that suggest our universe might be just one chapter in an endless cosmic story, and what that means for our place in the grand infinite dance. Buckle up, because understanding where we came from can unlock the secrets of where we're headed next, and it's more mind-bending than you might think. The concept of cyclical universe models. Throughout the study of cosmology, models depicting the universe as cyclical have persisted as compelling alternatives to the singular Big Bang theory. These models suggest that the cosmos undergoes an eternal series of expansions and contractions, rather than originating from a one-time explosion and then advancing into a never-ending expansion. This idea hinges on the notion that the universe's fabric is governed by principles allowing rebirth, a rhythmic pattern that repeats infinitely. Such models are rooted in the understanding of gravitational forces and the entropy of the universe, which could theoretically facilitate a cycle of death and renewal rather than an irreversible expansion. Physicists and cosmologists explore various frameworks to describe this cyclical nature. For example, some propose that dark energy, an elusive force accelerating the universe's expansion, may weaken over very long timescales, ultimately reversing the expansion into a contraction phase. This contraction, often called a Big Crunch, could then trigger a new Big Bang, igniting a fresh universe. Others invoke quantum gravity theories, such as loop quantum cosmology, which suggest that density and curvature become finite during collapse, preventing a singularity and allowing a bounce effect. In these scenarios, instead of a universe ending in a destructive collapse, it transitions smoothly into a new expansion, giving rise to an infinite series of universe cycles. Observable evidence for cyclical models remains elusive but intriguing. Certain patterns in the cosmic microwave background radiation, remnants of the early universe, are studied for potential signatures of previous cycles. Some researchers argue that perturbations or specific anomalies could hint at past bounces, providing indirect evidence that the universe might indeed be part of an endless, repeating pattern. Although the debate continues, these hypotheses stimulate a paradigm where the universe is seen less as a single event and more as an ongoing procession of cosmic rebirths. This perspective opens up philosophical debates about eternity and the nature of existence, challenging linear notions of time and the universe's beginning. In essence, the concept of a cyclical universe oscillates between cutting-edge physics and profound philosophical implications. It strips away the idea of a finite beginning, replacing it with a continuous dance of cosmic birth and death. Surveying the universe as eternally reborn allows scientists and thinkers to entertain visions where the totality of existence avoids ultimate finitude. Whether through balanced gravitational dynamics, quantum bounces, or exotic dark energy behaviors, these models underscore an idea that the universe is more like a phoenix than a one-time occurrence, a perpetual cycle of renewal, echoing the ancient notions of cosmos as an ever-revolving wheel of existence. Historical perspectives and theories of eternal recurrence. Throughout history, the concept of eternal recurrence has captured the imagination of thinkers across cultures and eras, offering a profound lens through which to view the universe's cyclical nature. The idea suggests that the universe undergoes infinite repetitions, events, structures, and beings, everything reborn in an eternal dance of creation and destruction. This notion isn't confined to modern cosmology. It extends back to ancient philosophies and religious traditions. For instance, in Hinduism and Buddhism, the cycle of samsara embodies the continuous cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, emphasizing spiritual evolution through repeated existences. Similarly, Stoic philosophy articulated a cosmological model where the universe periodically dissolves into chaos and reforms, driven by divine reason, advocating a kind of eternal cosmic recurrence. One of the most influential Western thinkers to grapple with this idea was Friedrich Nietzsche, who famously proclaimed eternal return, as a central metaphysical concept. Nietzsche's interpretation wasn't merely about reincarnation, but about the universe returning in a perfect, unchangeable cycle, compelling individuals to embrace their fate completely. For Nietzsche, contemplating eternal recurrence was a test of one's affirmation of life. Would one be willing to relive every moment repeatedly? His perspective invites a moral dimension, urging us to live authentically, knowing our choices echo through eternity. The idea challenged linear notions of progress by emphasizing the perpetual repetition of all things, pushing philosophically into questions about free will, destiny, and the meaning of existence. Ancient Greek philosophers also engaged with cyclical cosmologies, notably Empedocles and Heraclitus. Heraclitus emphasized constant change and flux, suggesting that stability is an illusion and that everything is in perpetual transformation, implying that the universe undergoes endless cycles of coming into being and passing away. Empedocles, meanwhile, envisioned a cosmos where shocks and reunifications between fundamental elements called love and strife drive eternal processes, nudging the universe in a rhythmic dance of separation and reunion. These early concepts laid groundwork for later scientific theories of the universe's recurrent phases, long before modern astrophysics grappled with the notion of cosmic cycles. In the modern scientific realm, the discussion shifted towards models like the oscillating universe theory, which posits that the universe expands in a Big Bang, then contracts back into a big crunch, only to bounce back again. While current observational evidence leans towards an accelerating universe, the idea of periodic cosmic rebirth continues to inspire physicists and cosmologists. It echoes age-old philosophical notions that the cosmos is an endless cycle rather than a single linear trajectory. This blend of ancient philosophy and cutting-edge science underscores a persistent human curiosity, whether the universe's grand story is one of eternal recurrence or a final, definitive creation. The dialogue between these perspectives reveals a shared fascination with the universe's potential for perpetual rebirth and rediscovers ancient themes in new scientific contexts. Modern scientific insights into cosmic cycles. Scientists today recognize that the universe is not a one-time event, but a dynamic entity governed by cycles that span staggering scales of space and time. Cosmologists have uncovered compelling evidence supporting models of the universe that undergo phases of expansion, contraction, and rebirth. One prominent framework is the cyclic or oscillatory universe theory, which posits that after reaching a point of maximum expansion, the universe could contract in a big crunch before bouncing back into a new expansion phase. Recent observations, such as the cosmic microwave background radiation and large-scale structure surveys, have provided clues that support these cycles, suggesting that chaos and order are intertwined in cosmic history. Advances in quantum field theory and gravitation have opened new pathways to understanding how these cosmic rhythms might function. For instance, theories like loop quantum cosmology propose that the universe might avoid a singularity, an infinite density point, by replacing it with a quantum bounce. This means that instead of a terminal end, there could be a transition from contraction to expansion, hinting at an eternal series of universes emerging from previous ones. These insights draw from complex mathematics and models that simulate how gravitational particles and energy fields behave at incredibly small scales, revealing a universe that could oscillate smoothly rather than undergo catastrophic collapse or runaway expansion. Furthermore, the idea of a cyclic universe resonates with certain interpretations of holographic principles and string theory, where the fabric of spacetime itself may have an intrinsic periodicity. These theories suggest that cosmic cycles have no definitive beginning or end. Rather, they represent continuous transformations of matter, energy, and spacetime. Evidence for this comes from patterns found in the cosmic microwave background, which some researchers interpret as signatures of previous cycles. Although these signals are subtle and difficult to decode conclusively, they fuel ongoing debate and research into whether the universe as we know it is merely one phase in an infinite chain of cosmic rebirths. In practical terms, understanding cosmic cycles influences how scientists approach dark energy and dark matter. These mysterious components drive the expansion or contraction phases, and their properties could unlock the secret to predicting long-term cosmic behavior. The discovery that dark energy might actually vary over time suggests the universe's fate is not fixed but could oscillate depending on the evolving properties of this force. As models become more refined with advanced telescopes and observational technology, the scientific community continues to build a picture of a universe that is, in essence, caught in a grand, everlasting dance of birth, death, and renewal, a testament to the cyclical nature of all cosmic existence. Implications for humanity and the future of the cosmos. The concept of an eternal cycle of universe rebirth suggests that our cosmos is not a singular, finite entity, but part of a grand, ongoing pattern of creation, destruction, and renewal. If this is true, humanity's understanding of existence expands dramatically, no longer confined to the idea that our universe is a one-time event. Instead, it becomes part of a rhythmic process where each Big Bang might be followed by a big crunch, only to give way to another universe emerging from the remnants of the previous one. This perspective could reshape our approach to science, ethics, and even our philosophy, prompting us to see ourselves not as isolated beings, but as participants in an infinite cosmic dance. For humans, this raises profound questions about purpose and destiny. If our universe is merely one iteration in an endless cycle, then our actions, directions we take in technological development, environmental stewardship, or philosophical inquiry, could have implications that extend far beyond a single lifetime or even a single universe. Our civilizations might be viewed as temporary patterns in an eternal fabric, but with the potential to influence that pattern in ways we are only beginning to comprehend. For example, scientists exploring the far reaches of quantum physics are contemplating how multiverses or cyclic models could impact the stability and longevity of our reality. Such ideas challenge pragmatic mindsets, encouraging innovation that strives for resilience in a universe that might itself have multiple rebirths. The implications for the future are especially compelling because they involve the possibility that what we consider the end could actually be a prelude to a new beginning. If each universe resets, possibly through phenomena like black holes or the decay of fundamental particles, then the ultimate fate of humanity might not be extinction, but transformation. Our knowledge of dark energy, which is accelerating the universe's expansion, aligns intriguingly with the idea that a universe could eventually fade away, only to be reborn later. This cyclical view preserves hope that our current struggles, triumphs, and even our existence itself might serve as a vital chapter in an ongoing cosmic story. It suggests that our ventures into space exploration, ambition for interstellar colonization, or even the search for understanding consciousness aren't just fleeting pursuits. They are elements of a much larger and more resilient cosmic narrative. Ultimately, embracing cyclicality and eternal rebirth underscores a universe that is fundamentally dynamic, not static or linear. This perspective fosters a sense of humility, inspiring us to consider our role within an infinite continuum of cosmic renewal. It also urges us to think carefully about the legacy we leave, not just for future generations on Earth, but for the next iterations of the universe itself. In such a universe, everything we do resonates at a level far beyond our immediate perception, echoing through cycles of existence that span beyond the limits of human comprehension. The universe, it seems, is less a final destination and more an ever-renewing journey, one in which humanity could play a crucial part, consciously or unconsciously, in shaping the eternal rhythm of existence. Usnavnoy, Rusgil 5. The concept of the universe's cyclical nature is deeply rooted in both scientific inquiry and philosophical speculation. Instead of viewing the cosmos as a one-time event that begins with a Big Bang and ends with an inevitable heat death, many theorists suggest it undergoes endless phases of birth, evolution, death, and rebirth. These oscillations could be driven by the fundamental properties of space-time, quantum mechanics, or cosmological constants that fluctuate over unimaginable periods. A prime example is the oscillating universe model, where the universe repeatedly expands until gravity causes a contraction, culminating in a big crunch, which then triggers another Big Bang, restarting the cycle anew. Such models challenge the linear view of cosmic history and open up possibilities for perpetual renewal. This framework largely rests on the idea that no state of the universe is final, and each death paves the way for a new beginning. The concept aligns with certain interpretations of quantum mechanics, where the universe, being a quantum system, may have multiple histories that branch and remerge over time. In particular, the notion of a multiverse supports these ideas, suggesting our universe is just one bubble in an infinite foam of universes, each with its own distinct laws and constants. Within this vast cosmic tapestry, universes could emerge from quantum fluctuations akin to bubbles forming in boiling water, continuously giving rise to new cosmic structures amid the remnants of previous ones. Empirical evidence supporting cyclic models remains elusive, yet some features of our observable universe seem to fit into this repetitive pattern. For instance, the uniformity of the cosmic microwave background radiation hints at a previous contraction phase, although current data primarily favor the theory of an accelerating expansion leading toward a heat death. Still, the idea persists that at some distant point, conditions could reverse, leading to another big bounce rather than a final ending. This bounce could occur due to quantum gravitational effects that prevent a complete collapse, thus initiating a new expansion cycle. In this way, the universe's life cycle might be a repeating pattern, echoing philosophies from various ancient cultures that saw nature as eternally regenerating through cycles of destruction and renewal. As we reflect on the cyclical nature of the cosmos and the infinite dance of birth, death, and rebirth, it becomes clear that our universe is a perpetual symphony of renewal. The idea that each ending paves the way for a new beginning invites us to see our own moments of change and transition as part of this grand continuum. Whether we're contemplating the rebirth of stars or the evolution of consciousness, the universe reminds us that nothing truly ceases. It simply transforms. Thanks for joining this exploration into the birth of the next universe and the timeless rhythm of cosmic renewal. If this sparked your curiosity, stay tuned for more deep dives into the mysteries of existence and the universe's endless cycle of rebirth. Until then, keep looking up and embracing the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. See you in the next adventure.